Thank you so much for arranging this opportunity for me.
You are hired.
Huh?
1 month earlier.
What? My contract ends at the end of this month?
Yes, you spend too much time on each case, so your numbers are way too low. The other employees handle complaints and other calls much more quickly.
I really thought I was dealing sincerely with each and every inquiry. I understand. Thank you for everything.
1 month later. I wonder what kind of new recruit I will meet today. My name is Keiichi Sato. I run a small real estate company called Days Real Estate.
Mr. Sato, we received a message from the candidate scheduled for an interview today. They asked if it would be alright to attend the interview with her child.
Oh?
They say that if one of our staff looks after the child might panic. On top of that, it seems her only other relative, her mother, suddenly collapsed an hour ago and was taken to the hospital by ambulance.
Given the circumstances, that is separate from the question of her ability, so let her attend the interview together with her child. Just in case, let her know that we will schedule her interview last, Vice President Tada.
Understood.
And then, 1 hour later. What? Noah?
Thank you so much for arranging this opportunity for me. My name is Noah Koizumi. Wait, Keiichi?
Do you know each other?
Actually, she is a childhood friend. She transferred away in 4th grade, so I have not seen her since then. But we were close, so I remember her well.
Me too. I'm really happy to see you. But I'm sorry you had to be under circumstances like this.
No, in that case, you are hired.
Huh?
Oh, it has absolutely nothing to do with us being childhood friends. Could you support the company as my secretary, Noah?
What do you mean?
Looking at your resume, I see that a year ago you were a team leader at Doki Doki Call Center, right, Noah?
Doki Doki Call Center is the company Waku Waku Real Estate outsources to. I have not heard many good things about them. Things like their manual only describing how to dodge inquiries, or that they handle small cases in a sloppy way.
Yes, the week after I reported an operational problem at Waku Waku Real Estate to my boss, I received a dismissal notice saying it was because of my performance. Of course, I cannot say for sure that the two are connected, but looking at how things turned out, it is hard to call me a highly capable employee.
The truth is, our company actually has someone who also worked at Doki Doki Call Center until about a year ago. She didn't mention names, but I heard stories from her about an employee there all the time. They did not crank through a lot of calls, so their numbers were not great, but they reliably solved complaints and inquiries, and delivered almost perfect customer satisfaction scores every single month. There was a single mother, the one only at Doki Doki Call Center who was a charismatic leader.
I see. So that legendary employee...
And to think that person turned out to be you, Noah. Our company needs your skills. Please join us and become my secretary.
Please, we are begging you.
This is the first time in my life that anyone has ever needed me this much.
Mom, you are crying.
Sorry, sweetie. Mommy is going to do her best from now on.
And that is how Noah Koizumi joined Days Real Estate as the president's secretary. After the interview, she headed straight to the hospital where her mother had been admitted. But fortunately, her mother was not in serious condition and was discharged the next day. Sorry for making you work overtime today. Your taxi should be here any minute.
No, it is really fine. I never imagined my call center experience would be useful at a real estate company. Real estate companies get way more inquiries than I ever imagined.
Yeah, cracking this negotiation cleanly is exactly where our company still has room to grow and... Oh, well if it isn't Sato. President Tominaga of Waku Waku Real Estate. It has been a while. I never imagined you would actually remember me. Ha ha ha. I remember every little bug I have ever met.
I have a kind of photographic memory, you see. By the way, the woman next to you used to work at that subcontractor, Doki Doki Call Center, right? Is she your girlfriend?
No, actually, she is going to be working for my company now.
I see. Make sure she does not cause any trouble this time.
Yes. A nuisance, he says.
Our company needs people who report even the smallest feeling that something is off, and who never cut corners, no matter how small the job. That is why her abilities are essential.
That makes it sound as if my company doesn't value small jobs.
Because that's the truth, is it not?
I like your spirit. But we plan to launch a full nationwide expansion over this next year. Treat us with the same attitude next year, too.
Yes, sir. I will make that my goal.
You are amazing, Keiichi. Talking that boldly to Mr. Tomonaga like that.
Because I do not want to lose. I never want to lose to a company that could not find a place for someone like you.
Keiichi, I have to make sure I do not betray your passion, Keiichi. I see. So it is a noise problem. Could you tell me more about the situation?
Yes, so it went like this and that?
Understood. In that case, when you deal with them, please listen in a way that feels like you are really there for them and offering heartfelt advice. Judging from the situation and their tone, there is no real urgency. It sounds more like built-up frustration. It may even be the kind of issue that does not truly rise to the level of a noise problem.
I see. That does sound very likely.
Sales Director Tsushima, have you received any notice from the bank that the screening has been approved?
No, not yet. I followed up with them once, but...
Have you checked at which stage and with whom the process is being held up?
Yes. It seems it is stuck on the screening department side.
Understood. In that case, there may be a lack of coordination between the bank's sales department and screening department. So under the pretext of keeping the effort to a minimum, could you set up a meeting appointment with people from both departments who can attend together? As for how to set up the appointment, it is written in the manual I prepared.
Understood.
The workplace has completely changed. Did you teach her all of this, Sato?
No. All I did was tell her the items I wanted her as a secretary to coordinate when calls and inquiries came in from each department. Before I even got into the details, she took it upon herself to research the work of every department. She compiled it into materials. I just corrected them and sent them back, and she put everything into action in no time.
Is she not almost too capable?
About as much as you, Tada. Koizumi will handle connecting and coordinating things, and you will handle the negotiations, Tada. I am counting on you.
Of course. Leave it to me.
Mr. Sato, I have resolved all the complaints and consultations from the tenants in Area A. With this, I think we can definitely get official approval from the authorities from the Area B project too.
Thank you very much.
Is it really okay? Am I actually being of any help like this?
You are a lifesaver. You are exactly the kind of talent we have been needing.
I'm so happy.
Whenever you need anything, ask me or the department heads. And keep training everyone so they can handle phone calls at your level.
Yes.
Thanks to you, our company might finally be able to start scaling up. What? Complaints are starting to pile up?
Yes. Even when we try to walk them through the manual properly, they will not accept it. And we end up getting calls over and over from the same people.
That is a problem. We will just have to update the manual.
I know, but... to be honest, more and more of these are not really complaints for us. They feel like things Waku Waku Real Estate should be handling directly. Some of them are already beyond what we can deal with. Here is a report summarizing everything.
What is this? You have been sitting on this many cases? Why did you not report this sooner?
We were told to handle as much as possible on our side, and when Miss Koizumi reported it before you...
No one would have guessed it was this bad. This is serious. It is bad enough to hold back the whole company from growing. From now on, bring it to me sooner.
I am so sorry.
I guess we have no choice but to throw whatever extra hands we have at this. Good grief, things are already hectic. Give me a break.
Is this really going to be okay? Ever since Miss Koizumi left, the staff have been brushing off complaints instead of reporting them. If we actually addressed everything properly, I have a feeling we would find a staggering amount of frustration built up.
Come on, President Chikamoto, how about another drink?
Listen, Tomonaga, I am not here to be entertained, you know. I want a constructive discussion about the large-scale commercial facility development with your company.
But you do not exactly hate this, right?
I cannot say I hate it.
Then relax and enjoy yourself today. Ah, so busy, so busy. Days like this kept rushing by. After Noah had brought the staff up to a certain level, we had her fully start her work as the president's secretary. Another record-breaking month for sales.
Yes, I think we are good to keep expanding.
Without changing our policy or earning each region's trust one by one before expanding, how about we start sales in the area next to the one where we just opened a new base?
I think that is a good idea. Oh, but it might be better to wait a little longer.
Is something wrong?
We have had various reports from customer support and sales about Region C. To put it simply, it feels like we are getting hit by the fallout from Waku Waku Real Estate.
From Waku Waku Real Estate? What did you say? The government office will not approve the commercial facility project.
Yeah, it seems the screening progress has become much stricter.
I will go negotiate with them myself right away. What on earth are they thinking? Complaints are pouring in from our clients.
Yes, every month we are getting more and more people telling us that Waku Waku Real Estate will not respond to their inquiries at all. In this situation, we cannot give the go-ahead on your commercial facility. The risk is far too high, and you still have not submitted a corrective action report, have you?
About that. We are resolving the issues little by little. It is not as if we are ignoring them.
The gap between the number of cases resolved and the number of inquiries is not getting any smaller, Mr. Tomonaga. Also, there are more complaints from tenants than from home buyers. Naturally, that kind of complaint has a direct impact on the screening of your commercial facility.
Oh, okay, I understand. I will get everything resolved and submit a fresh report. Damn it. I did not see this delay coming. I have to find a way to explain this to President Chikamoto without making him mad. Huh? Why is the call center ringing me at a time like this? Hello, this is Tomonaga.
Mr. Tomonaga, we have a serious situation. When we looked into some inquiries, they came in through lawyers representing multiple customers. We discovered that we had missed several inquiries about construction problems. Up to now, the customers also contacted contractors directly, so it seems things were being settled behind the scenes, but the cases we overlooked this time were ones where the customers never contacted the contractors at all. So there is a real chance the situation has turned into something pretty serious.
What did you just say? Do we know exactly what kind of trouble we are dealing with?
Yes, in some of the cases, it looks like the properties may even need major reconstruction.
What? Reconstruction?
The contractors and construction companies are already furious about this. It hits their reputation as companies after all. Honestly, I think at this point you should go in person and apologize, Mr. Tomonaga.
Damn it! That useless call center. This is what happens when they leave things sitting this long.
I would say it is more your attitude that brought this on than theirs.
Hello, this is Keiichi Sato from Days Real Estate. President Chikamoto, it has been a while.
Sato, it has been a while. Actually, there is something I would like to consult you about. Do you know any reliable contractors or construction firms?
I do. By any chance, is this about Waku Waku Real Estate?
Yes, that is right. It seems the rumors are already making the rounds.
For us, it is already a huge nuisance. We are still in the middle of the investigation, but we may end up asking your company to step in.
Our company? Compared to the size of that project, we are still a pretty small outfit.
That is fine. You treat each community you work in with care. What matters is not how big the company is, but whether it can be trusted. I had hoped for the same from Waku Waku Real Estate, but...
Whoever I ask only has good things to say about your company. No matter what kind of inquiry or consultation they bring you, you respond sincerely and somehow they always end the conversation feeling good. I honestly think that is the ideal kind of company.
Ah, thank you very much.
I will get in touch again before long.
Understood. If you formally approach us about the project, I will be happy to give you a positive answer.
I see. Thank you. I will let you go then.
This might turn into the biggest job we have had since the company was founded. Noah, this is all thanks to you. Really, thank you.
No. It is because everyone has worked so hard. I did not really do anything.
Ever since you joined us, our sales have gone up more than 5-fold. That's not a coincidence.
Well, I guess I might have helped a little. Maybe. Just a little.
Haha, that kind of confidence really suits you, Noah.
But really? Then maybe I should just change my whole persona.
Wait. You are changing the company in charge of the commercial facility project?
Yes, I am sorry, but I cannot trust a real estate company that can't even secure the necessary permits for the authorities.
As for that part, we are just about to get it resolved and...
I see, but what about the other cases? I hear that because you forced the company to expand so quickly, the same kind of problems are popping up in other regions as well.
Well, that is true, but...
I am sure I told you clearly back at the restaurant. I like men who tackle even small jobs earnestly with real dedication head on. If you had taken that to heart that day and actually changed your attitude, everything could still have been fixed. But you were not able to change.
Of course your words resonated with me. It simply seems I still need more time to completely reinvent myself.
By contrast, Mr. Sato at Days Real Estate has truly genuine sincerity. His teamwork with his secretary, Miss Koizumi, is downright enviable. I hear she originally worked for one of your subcontractors. If she was that capable, you could have promoted her and brought her in-house, could you not?
Well, there were unavoidable circumstances.
I am sorry, but until I can genuinely feel that Waku Waku Real Estate has changed, I cannot bring you any more projects. Please do not worry about us and go ahead and work with other firms.
Understood. Fine. There are plenty of presidents in this world. Letting someone like him slip away is no big deal.
This is bad. Calls from branches all over the country are flooding in and will not stop.
What?
We have ended up in a situation where all the big projects are vanishing one after another.
Just how many apology visits am I going to have to make after this?
That depends on how many whining and dining sessions you put in.
After that, President Tominaga flew all over the country bowing his head in apology. Yet not a single company chose to keep its contract with Waku Waku Real Estate. After that, construction contractors and other business partners all over Japan started pressing him about who was responsible. It seems he ended up having to handle all the messy stuff like damage claims entirely on his own. Ah, my poor ears. His ears swelled up badly, and by the time things finally calmed down, it was certain that he would be buried in debt. He declared personal bankruptcy and started a new job, but his ears never recovered and his health went downhill as well. The Doki Doki call center also went under before long, and its president was left saddled with debt, and is said to still be struggling at work just like Tominaga. Meanwhile,
Keiichi, the meeting for the next huge project starts in just 1 hour.
I really do not feel confident about this.
What are you even saying? I will go in your place. No way, that would never do. Alright, time to give it your best.
You really have turned into a completely different person. But honestly, this version of you might be even better.
When I am with Keiichi, I can bring out the old me again.